All right, let's dive in. We're about to explore one of the last true frontiers, and it's right here on our own planet, the deep ocean. We're talking about a realm of absolutely crushing pressure, total darkness, and mysteries so profound they're actually challenging our basic understanding of life itself.
So let's just start with a really unsettling thought. What if the scariest thing down there isn't some giant squid or a mythical monster, but the simple, staggering fact that we have barely seen any of it at all?
Get a load of this number, 0.001%. According to a 2025 Ocean Discovery League study, that is the tiny, tiny fraction of the deep seafloor that human eyes have ever actually looked at. To put that in perspective, it's kind of like claiming you know what the world's beaches look like after seeing just a single grain of sand. It's an almost incomprehensibly small piece of our own world.
And that one statistic, it just perfectly sets the stage for our first section here. We're going to try and wrap our heads around just how huge this ocean of unknowns really is.
This chart really puts the scale into perspective, doesn't it? The deep ocean isn't some little uncharted corner of the map. It covers roughly 2/3 of our planet's entire surface. So that means the single largest environment on Earth is also the one we know the absolute least about. That's wild.
And that really gets to the heart of it, right? We get all excited about discovering strange new creatures and bizarre phenomena, but the fundamental truth is the vast, vast majority of the deep sea floor is a total mystery. It's a world we haven't even laid eyes on yet.
Okay, now let's talk about life. This is where it gets really crazy. NOAA estimates that there could be up to 1 million species in the ocean, and that's not even counting all the tiny microbes. But look at this chart. The incredible reality is that roughly 2/3 of them might still be completely unknown to science. Just try to imagine all the life forms that are out there that we can't even begin to imagine.
So let's be super clear here. We're not talking about myths or sea monster legends. We're talking about real, living organisms that science just hasn't gotten around to finding and naming yet. Every single deep-sea mission is basically a journey into a potentially alien world that happens to be right here on Earth.
But, these mysteries go way beyond just cataloging new animals. The few glimpses we do get are revealing things so strange, they're forcing scientists to go back and rewrite the fundamental rules of how our entire planet works.
Okay, take this concept for example, dark oxygen. We're all taught in school that oxygen comes from photosynthesis, right? Plants take in sunlight and voila, oxygen. Well, recent findings suggest something completely radical, that oxygen might be produced on the deep seabed in complete and utter darkness.
And check this out. This isn't some old, dusty theory. The paper that reported these weird oxygen spikes, which were found near these mineral-rich things called abyssal nodules, was just published in 2024. New studies to figure out what's actually going on are literally just getting started. This is a scientific mystery that is unfolding right now, in real time.
And here's why that's such a massive deal. If the deep sea floor can somehow make oxygen without any light, it could fundamentally change our entire understanding of Earth's chemistry and even the history of life itself. It's a discovery with truly planetary implications.
Let's look at another one of these planetary processes, something called marine snow. It sounds kind of poetic, right? But what it really is this constant, slow-motion blizzard of organic stuff. Dead plankton, animal waste, all sorts of gunk, drifting from the surface waters down into the abyss. It's basically the food delivery service for the deep. So why does this matter? Well, this whole process is a critical part of Earth's climate engine. It pulls carbon out of the atmosphere and locks it away in the deep sea for centuries. But here's the catch. As the Monterey Bay Aquarium Research Institute points out, it's also one of the most uncertain pieces of the entire global carbon puzzle. We don't fully understand how one of our planet's most important climate regulators actually works. Okay, so we've gone from these huge planet-altering processes. Let's now zoom in on a single, haunting, and completely unresolved enigma. A mysterious sound coming from the abyss. 51.75 hertz. That frequency is at the very heart of a long-standing mystery. For years, underwater microphones in the Northeast Pacific have been picking up this strange, whale-like call at this exact frequency, a signal that doesn't quite match anything we know. This slide just lays it all out perfectly. On one side, you have what we know. It's whale-like, it's at about 52 hertz, we hear it in the Northeast Pacific. But on the other side, that's where all of the mystery is.
What species is making it? What is it trying to say? And why is it so different from any other whale call we've ever recorded?
And this is my favorite part because it perfectly illustrates the official uncertainty. This is the actual label from NOAA's acoustic archive. It doesn't say blue whale call, it says blue whale call. That one little question mark says everything you need to know. Even the experts have no idea. It's like an acoustic ghost in the machine.
So, from dark oxygen to these ghost signals, all of these puzzles really point back to one single, kind of humbling truth. The greatest mystery isn't necessarily what's in the ocean, it's the sheer mind-boggling scale of what we don't know about it.
And that brings us right back to where we started, but with a whole new sense of awe. I mean, if these are the kinds of planet-altering secrets we've just stumbled upon in that tiny, tiny fraction we've seen, what unimaginable discoveries are still waiting for us in the 99.999% of the deep ocean we've never